Quick question for you, Leo. If I told you I was going to a prom party, what would you think?
A party with dancing, music, balloons, kind of like a school dance?
Exactly. And that's exactly what makes you sound like a textbook English speaker, not a native speaker.
Wait, prom? IS a party, isn't it?
It is a dance, but no native speaker ever says prom party, ever. And more importantly, prom is not just a party. It's a cultural institution, it's a rite of passage, and if you understand the culture behind it, you'll not only sound more natural, you'll actually understand half the American movies and TV shows you watch.
Okay, now I'm really curious because I've watched so many prom scenes. Mean Girl High School Musical, 10 Things I Hate About You, and I always thought, yeah, it's just a big dance.
Right, and the movies show you the surface, but they don't explain the unspoken rules. Like, how do you ask someone, what do you wear, what happens after? And if you don't know these things, you'll use the wrong words at the wrong time.
So let's start from the beginning. What exactly is prom?
Great question. Prom, short for promenade, is a formal dance held at the end of the school year, usually for juniors and seniors. That's 11th and 12th graders. It's the biggest social event of the year. And here's the key difference from a regular dance. Prom is a once-in-a-lifetime event for each class. You only get one junior prom and one senior prom.
So it's not like a weekly thing. It's the big event.
Exactly. And because it's so important, there's a whole culture around it. Let's start with the first major ritual, how you ask someone.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting. In the movies, someone puts up a huge sign or does something dramatic. Is that real?
It's absolutely real. It's called a promposal, Promposal, prom plus proposal. And yes, students literally ask someone to prom with a big, creative, often public gesture. They hold up a sign, write on a banner, spell out prom in cupcakes, or organize a group dance in the cafeteria.
Wait, people do that in real life?
Oh, absolutely. I remember one video where a guy brought 15 puppies with signs around their necks that said PROM. The girl said yes, by the way.
That is insane and also adorable. So who asks who? Is it always the guy asking the girl?
Here's something most learners don't realize. It can be anyone. Girls ask guys ask girls, friends ask friends. There's no rule. The only rule is you need a date. You don't go to prom alone. That's considered awkward.
Oh, that's important. So you have to ask someone.
Traditionally, yes, but let me give you the actual language you need. If you want to ask someone, you say, "Will you go to prom with me?" Or, "Would you like to be my prom date?"
Will you go to prom with me? Got it.
And if you want to say yes, yes, I'd love to. If you want to say no, I'm sorry, I already have a date, or I can't. But thank you for asking. Very simple, very polite.
What about I want to go to prom with you? Is that okay?
It's grammatically correct, but it sounds a little direct. Will you go to prom with me is softer and more natural. That's the native way.
Okay, noted. So after the promposal, what happens next?
Then you prepare. And this is where the vocabulary gets interesting. First, the dress code. Prom is formal. Guys wear a tuxedo, that's a formal suit with a bow tie. Girls wear a prom dress, long, elegant, often very expensive.
How expensive are we talking?
Hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands. And here's something funny. Many girls buy their dress months in advance. They take photos of each other in the dress before prom. They call it a dress reveal.
A dress reveal? Like a big announcement?
Exactly. Here's my prom dress, with photos and hashtags. It's a whole social media event. And then on prom night, you take pictures. Lots of pictures before prom at someone's house with your date with your friends. They call it pre-prom photos.
So the real event starts before you even get to the dance.
You're catching on. Now let me tell you about a mistake I hear all the time from learners. I had a student from Brazil who said, "I'm going to the prom party. Where is the dance floor?"
That sounds fine to me. What's wrong with it?
Two problems. First, prom party. No native speaker says this. It's just prom. I'm going to prom, not I'm going to the prom party. If you add party, it sounds like you're talking about a different event, like an after party, not the actual prom.
Oh, so I'm going to prom is enough.
Yes. And second, where is the dance floor? At prom, the whole gymnasium or ballroom, is the dance floor. You don't ask where it is. Everyone is dancing in the same space. Asking where's the dance floor makes it sound like you've never been to a formal dance before.
So what should I say instead if I want to ask about dancing?
You could ask, is everyone dancing? Or what kind of music are they playing? But honestly, at prom, you just go in and dance. You don't need to ask.
Got it. So I'm going to prom. I'm wearing a tuxedo. I asked my friend. She said yes, that's natural.
That's perfect. Now, here's the part that surprises most people. Prom doesn't end when the dance ends.
What do you mean?
After prom, literally called after prom, students go somewhere else. A restaurant, a hotel, someone's house, a bowling alley, even an amusement park. Some schools even organize an official after prom event that lasts until early morning.
Wait, so prom ends and then everyone just keeps hanging out.
Exactly. The dance usually ends around 10 or 11 p.m., but prom night doesn't end until 3 or 4 in the morning. Students go out to eat, watch movies, play games, hang out at a hotel, that's very common for couples, or go to a friend's house for a prom after party.
Okay, so the full experience is promposal, then after prom.
You've got it. And here's a phrase you'll hear often. What are you doing for after prom? Or we're going to IHOP after prom.
IHOP, the pancake restaurant?
Yes, it's a whole tradition. Students go to IHOP or Denny's at midnight in their formal clothes. It's hilarious and very American.
I love that. So let me try to put it all together. I'm going to say a paragraph about prom and you tell me if it sounds natural.
Go for it.
Okay. My senior prom is next month. I asked my best friend to be my date. She said yes. I'm so excited. I already bought my tuxedo and we're taking pre-prom photos at her house. After prom, we're going to IHOP with a group of friends.
Leo, that was perfect. That sounds exactly like a native speaker. The only tiny thing between we're going and IHOP, you might say we're planning to go to IHOP, but honestly, what you said was completely natural.
Really? That's awesome. I feel like I understand prom so much better now.
Good. Now let me share one more mistake I hear. Some learners, especially from China and Arabic-speaking countries, say I will go to the prom dance, or I'm attending the prom ceremony.
That sounds formal, like a graduation.
Exactly. Prom dance is redundant. Prom is a dance, and prom ceremony doesn't exist. Prom is an event, not a ceremony. Just say prom. I'm going to prom. Are you going to senior prom? Keep it simple.
What about I'm going with my boyfriend? Or I'm going with my girlfriend?
That's fine, but you can also say date, which is more neutral. I'm going with my date. Do you have a date yet?
What does date mean here? Like boyfriend or girlfriend?
Not exactly. Date means the person you're going with. It could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friend, or someone you just met. On prom night, the person you go with is your prom date. It's a specific temporary role.
Ah, so at prom, everyone has a date. But after prom, maybe you're not dating.
Exactly right. Now, there's one more cultural thing I want to mention. Prom is often considered a rite of passage, an important experience that marks the transition from teenager to young adult.
Right, because it's the end of high school.
Yes. For many Americans, prom is one of the most memorable nights of their teenage years. And because it's so emotional, there are traditions around it, like prom king and prom queen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that in movies. They crown a king and queen?
Yes. Near the end of the night, the school announces a prom king and prom queen, usually voted by the students. It's a big honor. The king and queen get crowns and sometimes a special dance.
So the whole school votes?
Usually the senior class votes. And it's a huge deal. There's also prom prince and prom princess at some schools for younger students. But the king and queen are the seniors, the graduating class.
Okay, I have one more question. What if someone doesn't have a date? Can they still go?
Absolutely. Some people go in a group, all friends, no dates, and that's totally normal too. In fact, some people prefer it. They say, I'm going with my friends, or we're going as a group.
So it's flexible.
Very flexible. The only real rule is dress up, have fun, and don't go alone. Well, you can go alone, but it's more fun with someone.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Let me try a full conversation. You're my friend, and you asked me about prom.
Perfect. Ready? Hey, Leo, are you going to prom this year?
Yeah, I'm going with my friend Sarah. I asked her last week with a sign. It was a promposal.
Oh, nice. What did the sign say?
It said, "Prom, let's taco about it," with a picture of tacos. She loves tacos.
That's amazing. Did she say yes?
Yes, she said, of course. So we're going together. I'm wearing a blue tuxedo. We're taking pre-prom photos at her house.
And what about after prom?
We're going to a diner with a group of friends, probably pancakes at 1 a.m.
Leo, that was flawless. That sounded completely native. You used Promposal pre-prom photos after prom, and you even made a pun. I couldn't be prouder.
Thank you. I have to say, I feel so much more confident now. Before this, I would have said I'm going to prom party with my girlfriend. And now I know, just prom and date instead of girlfriend, unless she's actually my girlfriend.
That's exactly the kind of improvement we want. Small changes make a huge difference.
So for everyone listening, here are your 3 takeaways. First, never say prom party, just say prom.
Second, use promposal for the ask prom date for the person you go with, and after prom for what happens after.
And third, prom is a rite of passage, not just a dance. So when you talk about it, talk about the experience, not just the event.
Exactly. Today's rule, swap prom party for prom, instantly more natural. And if you want to sound like you really understand American culture, ask about someone's promposal or after prom plans.
That's a great way to sound natural in conversation.
Thanks for joining us on Speak Like a Native. If this episode helped you understand American culture a little better, hit subscribe. We release a new episode every day. And remember, real English isn't about perfect grammar, it's about understanding the culture behind the words.
See you next time.
Take care, everyone. And next time you watch a prom scene in a movie, you'll know exactly what's happening.